lot of people think that Aerial Foundation Park happened overnight, and there was everything that is related to that was very easy. And the reality is that for a number of years, nothing really happened at all. There was a lot of planning and ideas, but because of various government regulations and easements and things like that, we weren't able to accomplish what we wanted to in the old gravel pits. At some point in time, it became apparent that this Ohio to Erie Trails project was also going on, and we really didn't connect how that was going to interrelate to the park. But we were given encouragement by a particular individual to continue on with our endeavors, and even a suggestion that we might want to take a look at purchasing the PPG plant. There was this silent suggestion of all things are possible. And that's when we discovered that in order to make the Ohio to Erie Trail complete, that we needed to acquire about 1.5 miles of the old railroad, and a portion of that needed to come from the PPG plant, which gave us the stimulus that we really did have to buy that plant. And the bike trail being completed from one end of Knox County to the next became a much easier task. And there was an individual that was behind that, not telling us what to do, but gently guiding us.
The idea of the purchase of the property, the idea of the demolition, the salvage of the Stormmeyer Center, the development of the terraces, the labyrinth, as well as preservation of other buildings. All that took vision by a special group of people.
And I'm on a design committee with her, and I've decorated the hanging baskets with her. I decorated the Christmas tree over at Foundation Park with her this year, and she would do anything for anyone, and she just loves Mount Vernon.
I've known Jan Reynolds since the early 80s and watched her raise her family, and it was because of the amazing mother that she was that I got the idea that she really would make a fantastic director of the foundation that I was contemplating starting around 2007, 2008. Neither Jan nor I had any idea how to start a foundation or run a foundation or any of those kind of things, and it wasn't something that I could do in addition to my already full-time job. So I talked to Jan, and at first she said, well, I don't know anything about this, I haven't been working, and I don't know if I can do this. And I was absolutely sure that she could do it because of the fact that while she wasn't working for a paycheck, she had been working while she was raising her kids and doing all the volunteer work that she did and all of the amazing things that she had organized over that time period. So I knew that she could do this too. And in fact, she did. So in 2009, we started the Aerial Foundation. Jan effectively designed, developed, and put the whole thing together out of nothing because I didn't have time to figure that out. She figured it out, and she did a fantastic job of running the foundation, of developing partnerships with virtually every other group in Mount Vernon, and participating on those boards and finding out all of the constituents that go into the vision of a revitalized Mount Vernon. She figured out how to have accountability, partnerships, how to discipline projects into possible as opposed to impossible, either from a monetary sense or from a town size sense. And I think that there are very few people that could have actually done what Jan did.
I've had the pleasure working with Jan for a number of years now, where we would just get an idea, and the next thing you knew, that idea grew into something that was just unbelievable. I can remember one day sitting in her office, and we were talking about how Kenyon could be part of Aerial Foundation Park, and we were just talking about something very minor, and the old tobacco and candy building downtown popped up into the discussion. And next thing you know, That's a rehabbed building that Kenyon's got a premier studio in. And Jan just put that piece of the puzzle together. And those are the kind of things that she did for the community, that very silently, very quietly was able to just go, this is a need, let me see what I can do, and the next thing you know, it happened.
Jan and I have worked together on the Knox County Foundation Distribution Committee, and we've also worked on various projects where the city has made application to the Ariel Foundation. Jan was very instrumental in kicking off our shade tree planting project, as well as our trimming and removal of diseased trees from our city streets. She was also very helpful in creating the opportunity for us to hire a crew of young people that allowed us to inventory every tree that was located in the tree lawns, the various streets in our community.
I find her to be a wonderful, sweet person, and she would do anything for anyone. And she's so supportive of the downtown. So I think she deserves this award.
You know, I remember Walter Rudin when he used to walk up to the bank every day from the Rudin's department store, and I would have an opportunity to talk to him about downtown. I always referred to him as Mr. Downtown Mount Vernon. He had a presence, he had a commitment to making our central business district successful, he had a strong vision for what Mount Vernon could be. So the fact that you have been selected as the Walter Rudin recipient this year, I can only think that he is very proud to know that someone like you now is receiving an award named in his honor.
If there is anybody that deserves this award, it is certainly Jan Reynolds.
You are the recipient of the Walter Rudin Award. It goes to the individual who has done a dedication to the city of Mount Vernon in their lifetime. So the board voted for you, and we're happy to give this award to you.
I just pinch myself sometimes that I get to be in the same room with you and all of those that involve themselves in this community. And I'm very touched that I'm being recognized along with all of that movement and all of that work. And I thank you very much.